What's good, everybody? Welcome to Society and Pop Culture 101. I am Instructor BK Spades,
I'm instructor Novacaine.
and we got a really great show for you today. We are going to be talking about hip hop being missing from the top 40 for the first time in 35 years. But before we get
Cam.
into that, Novocaine, hit 'em with the stuff.
Make sure you are following us on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Leave comments. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you're not missing any of our future episodes when we go in live. Also, like us, follow us, leave written comments on our Apple Podcasts, and on our Spotify. And don't forget about our website, www.societyandpopculture101.com, where you can find all of our episodes, previous episodes, old episodes, and all of our social media.
Not,
Social media.
not the old.
Oh. While they're still there.
Yeah, because it's only a matter of time before I have time to get rid of them.
It's a
And,
matter of time.
but if you're tuning in with us, thank you for dropping through into the student session. Feel free to chime in, give your opinion, tell us what you think. We like to hear from you guys all the time.
All the
Um,
time. All literally all the time.
oh yeah, but today
Mm-hmm.
the community of the internet has been perturbed, disturbed, even about hip hop being shunned out of the top 40 for the first time. Again, in 35 years, which is unimaginable, I guess.
Man,
What overall, okay, so Billboard had some changes recently, right?
mm-hmm.
They made changes to the top 40, and if you're low on that totem pole after a while, I got it somewhere. But before I'm looking for it, what do you think? Like just overall, what do you think about it? Not the
Oh,
changes, just the whole thing.
mm, I'm starting to feel like that they're not trying to keep the black culture in the forefront anymore. I feel like it's starting to lose its novelty at this point.
Mm, mm. I kind of agree a little
like,
bit.
just I don't want to be too extreme. We're just opening it up for the episode, but that's what it's starting to feel like these days. You know, at the beginning of the 2010s, 2015, maybe up until about COVID, I'll give it about up until COVID. Black was the forefront. Everything black related was the forefront. You
Yeah.
know, um, once we started tapering off with like all the police injustice going on with the black community and things like that, it's like we don't have to keep these guys in the forefront anymore.
So I agree though. I agree. But I think our other topics on this will kind of cover that. So I don't want to go too deep into it yet.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but I will say that the Billboard recurrent rule change here recently, maybe in the top 100, maybe played a role in this, maybe, and I'm
So
not
the
sure.
top, so this is the top 40. So that means that a hip hop song could have been 41, 42. I don't keep up with Billboard, all because I feel like they almost always get it wrong at this point. So
Oh, after the Halloween list with Michael Jackson being 22 that we covered on the last episode, I agree.
like,
I
how
agree.
is Michael Jackson Thriller number 22 of all time Halloween songs? Michael
Yeah.
Jackson Thriller is 22 out of 25.
All right. So they recently
Ridiculous.
changed the rules so songs wouldn't stay on the Billboard for too long.
So
So
what
if
they
you
so
go,
like you couldn't like stay on the Billboard for like 16 weeks anymore, like that type of
I
thing.
think you can, but if you go below number 5
Mhm.
after 78 weeks, the song will be removed from the chart. If you go below number 10 after 52 weeks, the song will be removed. If you go below number 25 after 26 weeks, the song will be removed. And if you go below number 50 after 20 weeks, your song will be removed. Billboard said they made these changes to keep the chart fresh and reflective of what is current and popular, especially as streaming has made it easier for older songs to stay on the chart for extended periods of time. Um,
This streaming mess.
the Teddy Waters, is that his name? Like a
I
lot of
don't know.
people, that guy. I think it's the I lose my soul, whatever it is.
Oh, Teddy Swims.
Teddy Swims, that guy. So a lot of people were bringing him up because I guess he dominated the billboards. I don't really pay attention to the billboard, but we'll get into that later. Um,
You messed up those lyrics. I think his I lose control.
yeah, yeah. I don't listen to the song.
I lose control.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's saying. I
yeah.
think
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I might be messing it up too.
But they also made other rules recently too. Just so we like back in March, they did the chart manipulation rule, where you couldn't use like the capture verification to sell albums and stuff like that. So they've been making changes to the billboard and the rules of why you get on certain things. But I still think there's an element of because we want to, for lack of a better term, you know, it's like I feel like if there's a song that they feel like needs to be up there, I think they'll find a way to keep it there. Like, Mariah Carey's unthawed. So we about to we about to see. We about
Not
to
she
see if that,
unthought. It's time. Hey yo, not she unthought.
I'm
Bye.
just saying.
Good
There's a
night. Merry Christmas.
so I don't know, man. What do you think hip hop has an issue, like a problem?
Honestly,
Hmm.
yes. Yes. I'm not a fan of a lot of this of like these new rappers. I'm not a fan of some of these old rappers right now. And it's something that you said in the new rules of how Billboard is looking at songs because of how streaming has taken over. I
Hmm.
don't think quality has been made, especially when it comes to hip hop. Now there is some quality out there. There's still some folks out there that's making quality songs and things. But the overall and things that they're keeping popular in the public eye, um, we don't have a full song anymore. Like these people are making a good hook with a nice beat
For the TikTok.
for the TikTok. Hell, I was talking to my husband and I were having a conversation and we were listening to Get Silly, right? And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my gosh, we were getting silly for almost 4 minutes. That song is like almost 4 minutes long." Then we listened to Teach Me How to Dougie, same thing. I was like, we were Dougieing for 4 minutes, like
Yeah, I
you
agree. I
know.
agree.
And over time, it's just the quality of music has just dropped. Even because those two songs are songs that could be played as a TikTok if those songs came out today. But they probably wouldn't make them 4 minutes long. It'd probably just be a 2 minute song, you know?
Yeah, I remember when everybody did the whole 2 minute thing in the albums. It was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes was
But
like
those
the
were
sweet
like
spot.
interludes.
Yeah, no, no, I'm talking about recently.
Oh, you mean recently when it started changing over?
Yeah, to the shorter, you know.
I'm not a fan of a 2 minute song. I feel like we're missing a lot of music. We're missing out on a lot of music with just a 2 minute song. But
Yeah,
at the same time, if it's not really that good of a quality, you could make your verse 32, 32 bars, have
hmm,
a hook in the beginning, hook at the end, and call it a day, you know?
yeah, yeah,
And that's where I feel as though the quality of hip hop has dropped. Hip hop, we're moving from hip hop being the popular sound. Because when you listen to music, pop music is always influenced by something. For a very long time, pop was influenced by hip hop. Right now,
Yeah.
it's switching over.
Yeah.
So I just feel like we're moving away from that because there's just no quality. Like they're trying to keep up with the times, where we can. Hey Nessa, where we can. How can I say this? Kind of got that pregnancy brain hitting me out of nowhere. We're leaving from the time where actual artists are making music.
Mm.
Everybody wants to make music right now. That aren't musicians, that aren't rappers, that aren't artists, and
Poets aren't poets.
poets. And they're just ABC 1 2 3, cut the track.
Yeah, but that's because once something gets so popular and goes for so long, the music industry has a habit of making it into a science.
Mm,
And
mm,
the reason
for
I
that
say
money.
no poets anymore, think back, like watching these kids, I do not remember a time where there has been an emphasis on reading,
Mm-hmm.
or like not like it used to be, or poetry, or reading books.
Mm-hmm.
Like these things were requirements for us growing up, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems like now everybody think they know everything, but they're not doing any work on the back end. They're not doing anything to strengthen their craft. Like the whole point of hip hop is to have wordplay. It's a
Mm-hmm.
revolution. It was counterculture, and now it's mainstream. And unfortunately, just like with anything that's mainstream, it has to end.
Mm-hmm. It has to come to an end.
But but I do not think this is the end of hip hop.
Oh
It's just
no.
the end of hip hop in the mainstream.
I think it might be a restart.
Oh, it's absolutely a restart. It's absolutely a restart. Let's let's talk about what this means for hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
because I think what it means for hip hop is now we get to go back. We get to go back and we get to have artists that are hungry again, that are really
Mm-hmm.
hungry again. That's
Mm-hmm.
because we already see it. We see it with Kendrick. We saw it with Cole, and a whole slew of other artists. They were bringing that old school master of the craft, wordplay,
Mm-hmm.
intelligence. We see our old heads coming back. We talked about this a few episodes back. We got Arrested Development making music. We got KRS-One making music. We got Big Daddy Kane making music. Will Smith
Mm-hmm.
making music.
Will Smith
Ghostface just
album
dropped a
was actually pretty decent.
yeah, it was. I listened to a little bit of it too. Ghostface, Method Man, Red Man,
Mm-hmm.
like all the old heads, the lyrical geniuses. Luda,
Clips.
Clips. Oh, that Clips album
That Clips album.
raised the
Woo!
raised the bar.
Woo! That Clips album, man.
So when we talk about the state of hip hop, I don't think the state of hip hop is dead. I think we're going back to the roots of what made hip hop hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
The commercialization of it may be over.
Yes.
But look at every other music genre it ebbs and flows. And I just think right now we're coming back to the original of it. Like we're going back to the basics, which we
Mm.
need. We need.
For a hot second, I used to think that it was overly saturated, but like it's not. It's just the quality of it is just like you said. There's no hunger. It's like people
No.
just go out there and like, oh, I'm gonna make a quick beat. As long as the beat is fire and you could trend on TikTok, that's all that's gonna matter. And then
Yeah.
these record labels are starting to fail these people. They're not
Hmm.
rolling them out properly.
Nope.
I saw something about some girl. I don't even know this girl's name. I can't even tell you who she is. I don't remember who she is, honestly. I don't even remember who she is, but she has some trending song out there right now, and they threw her on a tour. Why are you throwing her on a tour? Nobody knows who she is. Start small, small festivals,
Mm,
local shows, concerts in the daggone mall. Like,
yeah,
start her
those things.
small, build her up so she can have longevity. But there's a lot of these artists that's not being treated by these record labels because all they see is, like I said, those numbers that could trend on TikTok, on your IG, on your Facebook, on your Twitters, and they get that quick cash, and then they throw you to the side. I bet you I don't even remember the girl's name, but I bet you she'll be irrelevant in another 6 months.
I mean, look at all the artists. Like I've been on TikTok and I hear the artists talk about there's no A&R, there's no artist development, there's no lane for them. All the managers want them to do is get on social media, um, hustle themselves, make
Mm-hmm.
people learn them. And usually it's not their music that they're learning their personality. And then hopefully they listen to the music. And I feel like that's kind of backwards a little bit.
And
Yes, we want to
then the
get to know the
person
artist, but give us a hot song, and then develop that artist. So when they go out here on these podcasts and these interviews, they captivate the people.
then the personalities be trash though.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
No, you said
I
it. Now
didn't
it's
mean to
too
say
late.
that.
You didn't open that.
But that's huge though, like how you say artist development. Like that's why the personalities be trash because they don't
Yeah.
develop the artists. They don't have any type of media training. Like they were serious, very serious about that media training when we were coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know where they just were like, forget about it. I don't know where. I don't know why. I guess when we came further into the age of social media, a lot of people like I guess it's because of the trending thing where people just say whatever they say, they blow up for that week, numbers skyrocket. You
Hmm.
know, during that 1 week they could hit 2 million views or whatever out of nowhere. That's cash in their pockets just because of that one little trending topic, and then we move on.
I think that's the reality show of it all. Everybody wants that real artist. Everybody wants to see that realness that a person can have. But in reality, we don't really want that because if a person showed their real selves, you kind of shut them off. You cut them off. You're like, oh, I don't like that, and now you don't listen to them anymore.
Mhm. Yep.
What you wanted, what you wanted was that polished artist. You wanted that Tony Braxton. We didn't see a lot of Tony, but we know a lot about Tony from her interviews that were well polished back in the day. And I'm just using her as an example because I seen her earlier. But even with like I mean any artist from that era you can name, they all had like case in point, Cisco. I think Cisco is like one of
Mhm.
the perfect examples of this. We saw what they wanted us to see. And then when we saw Cisco out on his own and he's talking and like you see him without the glitz and the glamour, you're like, wait,
That's a whole
is
nother
this is
dude.
yeah, it's
That's a
not
whole nother
bad or
dude.
anything. It's like it's not the same. It's not the person that they created.
Mhm.
And I'm all for authenticity. Don't get me wrong. I love that. But
That's kind of the same
no,
thing with Beyonce in a sense.
the mystique is what made these artists good. And the
Mhm.
fact that we didn't know every single thing about them, we were able to connect to their music. Even if
Yes.
they didn't write it, even if they didn't make that,
Yes.
we were able to connect to the artist. I connected to Lupe Fiasco from his albums, not
Mhm.
his
Who
social
he is.
media presence. Yeah, don't
Mhm.
get me wrong. I'm cool with Lupe, but I connected with Lupe because of his albums, because he put
Prime
himself in his
example.
music.
If we didn't know so much about Kanye, he would literally be the goat in so many conversations.
Yes.
So many conversations. But that's the age that we're in. When they start talking about like these older artists from the 60s, 70s, 80s, or whatever, before the social media age, and all of these things are starting to come up, and people are like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. they're starting to look at the person instead of the artist. So that's why it's so much like for me, especially for me, like I'm sorry, I'm guilty. I am guilty. Like if I cannot connect with the person at this point, because that's what's shown. I feel like that's shown to me first before the
Yeah,
artistry, and then I'm listening to the music, and I'm just like,
yeah,
just like this Cardi B album. I wanted to bring this up tonight. Um, I hate how much I know about Cardi B. Like, I truly hate how much I know about her against my will. Like, I guess she's a good person in real life or whatever. I don't know her personally, but from what is shown in the media, she's a decent person. She's a fellow Libra and everything, but like, I'm not a big fan of this album. I'm not a big fan of this album. It
I
doesn't
haven't
have
listened to it.
much replay value to me. Couple of reasons why. One, I lost the hype behind it because it's been like 8 9 years. She only dropped one album before that. Um,
So this album's not just a repeat, because that's the kind of vibe I got from what the
that's why.
way
And
everybody was
number
speaking about it.
two, I was about to just say number two. The formula that they used for her very first album, they used the exact same formula for this album. On top of, she repeated a lot of. She didn't repeat the same lyrics, but the content of the song was the same thing. You know what I mean? Like there
Yeah,
was more
yeah.
than one song on there talking about the divorce, being cheated on, moving on and things like that. I don't care about that. Then you got your couple of Spanish hits that you made sure you got the sample for cuz
Mm-hmm.
it's a huge Spanish song. So let me get the rights for that sample, make it blow up again 20 20 30 years later. And then you got your slow songs with these big artists. So it's like the same exact formula. They use the same exact formula from Invasion of Privacy to Am I the Drama. So I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan. I was actually kind of disappointed listening to the album. I'm probably in the minority saying this, but that's why she's not. None of her songs went into the top 40.
So this is the thing about most artists now that I've noticed. I'm glad you brought Cardi B's album up, because I think that's a perfect example. Again, going back to the formula thing, once you know your audience, you're going to do what it takes to make money. I
Mm-hmm.
think Cardi B has the ability to venture outside of the same 8 topics that she usually
Mm-hmm.
covers.
I agree.
I think Cardi B fears that her audience won't ride with her for that. But outside of her music, we hear Cardi B talk about and right, she be correct in the politic game. We hear her talk about a whole slew of things, but politics is probably like one of the things that shocks
That's kind of
everybody.
big. That's kind of big.
Um, but like if you drop one of those hits like Eminem dropped a few years back when during the Bush Cheney era, right
Few
before Bush got in, what was it?
few years.
Toy Soldiers.
Few
When he
years.
dropped Toy Soldier, okay, it's been longer than a few years. It's like 2003,
Oh,
2004. But he
okay.
dropped Toy Soldier. But
That's
he
two
always,
decades.
I mean, he just dropped another one a few years ago, but I don't listen to him like that no more.
Mm-mm.
But if you trust your audience, I think they will ride with you if you do something out of the box. And we
Mm-hmm.
need the record labels to stop putting people in the box.
Yeah.
Stop doing that, because right now it's to the detriment of hip hop.
Yes.
The we got to talk about these things. Only these things is the only thing that sell. Forget your sales. Do what, like these artists I named earlier. Every artist I named earlier talked about sex, they talked about drugs, they talked about money, but they didn't do it all the time. And each and every one of those artists had different vibes, different styles, and different messages about those things.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to Wu Tang, they had Cream, Cash Rules Everything Around Me.
Dollar
Um,
dollar bill, y'all.
that's basically them telling you that they are trapped by the cash in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have it to make ends meet. And then you hear Arrested Development talk about giving a homeless man food. Or you know what I'm saying? Like all of this deals with capitalism, but they all attacked it in a different way. And right now, all of our artists, not only do they sound the same, but they're talking about the same thing. And it's boring.
Yes, and it's boring. It's boring. Now, one more shout out to another artist, and that is going to be, what's up, John? How you living, my brother?
Oh snap, John in. What's up? I didn't say what's up to Nessa because you were talking. I didn't want to
It's
interrupt you.
all good. It's all good. She knows she's loved.
Shout out to CCN, Culture Clash Network. Make
Shout
sure
out
y'all
to
head over to
CCN.
that website too, cultureclashnetwork.com. Okay,
Um,
continue.
Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion because she's the one that broke the 2 week uh, loss of hip hop with her new single called Lover Girl. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking mess about Lover Girl. I am a huge fan of Lover Girl because we were talking about just a few episodes back how a
Hmm.
lot of hip hop R&B was missing that actual love factor. In this Lover Girl song, you can tell this girl wrote this song because she is in love. And I'm sitting there listening to it. I was like, ooh, ooh, that's a love bar. That's a real another love bar. Like you can just
Yeah.
tell. And it's something different for Meg because a lot of her music is bang that dude, take his money,
And then say like 84 times on track.
twerking music. I'm a hot
Which is great.
girl.
We don't hate those things like that,
It's a
but give
her
us something
music.
else.
Her music. A
Give us
lot of
something
her
else.
music is a lot of like turn up music. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of her songs, not all of her songs, but the majority, especially if it's on the radio or if it trends on TikTok or whatever it is. But for her to make this song and so many people did not appreciate these bars about love made me realize that a lot of people do not like different.
No, but we've been trained not to like different. And so
I
it's
mean,
gonna
oh,
take so it's gonna take quite a few different artists to do something different. You know, my solution, and I said we was gonna talk about solutions. So one of my solutions to make hip hop better so we don't have these moments where we're shut out of things anymore is bring back the B-side. Okay? Um bring back the B-side, give us an A-B album. I know we can't really bring back the B-side, but
not
bring
literally.
back those on the B-side. Those is for the tracks that maybe are not your top tier hits, but
It's something
over
different.
time, people love the B side of people
Hmm.
albums. Even now, you go back, most of our producers are finding hits on the B side. And take a shot every time I say B side. But the point is, a lot of our major producers are on that side of the old school albums of that record, and they are remixing, bringing songs to the forefront, remaking songs. And it's less jarring when someone remakes a song from another a- artist's B-side record.
Yes.
You know, because I shouldn't have to hear another version of "Back That Up" at this point. Like I know it's time for those things to happen, but it doesn't feel authentic. It feels lazy now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but yeah, that's one of my solutions.
I'm thinking and hoping that the Lover Girl track by Megan Thee Stallion will influence other artists to start making something different, something that they're not used to making. I hope, but
We as
time
fans
should
have to
tell.
play. We as fans have to play a part in that too. If we
Yeah,
want our artists to be better, um, be
we gotta support
critical,
them.
be critical, but not negative. You can, and the other side of that is don't be mad when someone says they're not digging your favorite music. Do you know how many people don't like Jay-Z? I'm aware of that. Does it stop me from not liking Jay-Z? No, I still like
Don't
Jay-Z.
Don't you get me started on Jigga Man tonight. You can't get me started on Jigga Man.
444 was a great album, and it was a blueprint to how older heads can make great hip hop music. And and I say that again because all the old heads are following the formula.
Hmm.
They're making new music.
They're making great albums at that.
Yes, again, did you hear the Clips album? That
Man,
was amazing.
I'm about to go listen to it again.
I didn't like that Tyler verse on there, by the way.
I
That's
can't.
like the only thing I didn't like off the album.
I like
It
Tyler.
wasn't bad. It just didn't feel. It didn't
It didn't feel
feel
the
fit for the
same.
song.
It didn't
It
fit
didn't
for the
fit for the
song,
song. No.
but it was straight Tyler. So it's like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
biased because I'm a Tyler fan. So
Let me make sure I say it right. The verse is okay, not good for the song. For the Tyler stands show up because I know they out there.
I'm biased. So like I understood it, but um, I can't listen to a lot of hip hop and rap right now because of the baby. But next thing you know, she gonna be saying
Nope,
something.
nope. I'm. You just have to find artists that are not boombastic, that are not. I'm not boombastic, but not explicit.
Yeah,
You just
true.
gotta find an explicit artist.
Why don't artists record edited versions anymore?
Have you heard most edited songs? They don't. Do they really, really keep you from like knowing what's happening in the song? It doesn't.
I
People
mean,
edit
kind of.
sometimes.
Back that thing up edited is completely different than back that ass up.
Okay, yeah, and CeeLo Green's "Forget You"
See?
to the listen. "Forget You" is better than "F You." I said it. It's better. It is, and I am a CeeLo fan. I
Ooh.
had to go into hiding on my CeeLo fandom after after that one incident a few years back. But I can
Yeah.
come back out again and say I'm a CeeLo fan. It's safe.
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, Mimi, thank you guys for coming to the show. Make sure you guys check out CCN, the Mimi Morning Show, and Tasty Talk.
Tasty Tots.
Also with John, another CCN show. Make sure you
He got
guys
like
Sports
six
for
shows.
You. He does have like 6 shows, but Sports for You is Sports for You Wrestling. Um, and Nessa with she's everywhere on the
As
network.
well.
Um, but the Humble Roses is the main show, so make sure y'all check those shows out. Thank you guys
Yes.
for coming through. What
Yes.
we talking about?
I was
Oh
saying, I was saying, they're hip hop. I will never turn my back on you. I
no,
just want you to be great again. Make hip hop great again.
I'm about to mute your mic. I know you can unmute it, but that don't mean I still won't mute it.
Make hip hop great again. Hey, young. No,
All
but
right.
for real, because but there is a pro to it though that we haven't touched on. At least everybody can't bite it right now. Like, I mean, they going to try, but they going to add to it not being great. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
they're going to copy the ungreatness, the non-greatness.
that's
I
true.
don't know.
I understand what you're saying, and I think there's a truth to that. Um, but it's the authenticity that hip hop was built in. That's what makes hip hop different from every other genre, except
Yeah.
for maybe I don't know, emo rock and punk rock. I would say those three genres you kind of need to have skin in the game for real to be authentic. And if anybody finds out that you are a preppy kid from West Newbury, Massachusetts, and you went to a rich school or something, and you doing emo music, they're gonna be like, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you really like that in these streets and you doing hip hop and you talking about street stuff, then we know. And you will last a long time. Even though right now it's debatable about Tupac. There are people that says Tupac not really street.
Whether he
I
was
don't
or wasn't, it's too late now.
it is too
Literally,
late. But I'm just
literally,
saying,
he's
I'm
been
just
gone for almost 30 years at this point. Like,
has it been 30 years for real?
I
Almost 30.
mean, what year he passed in?
Oh,
97,
you're right. You're right.
98,
Hmm.
97.
You know what's crazy? Now that you say that, since we're talking about the state of hip hop, Tupac and Biggie has been gone a long time,
A very long time at this
and
point.
they are
This-
still. In fact, most of the artists from the '90s and the early 2000s are still in the top 50 list of greatest of all time, and most of them are in the top
That
20.
that should tell you something.
That should tell you something,
That should tell
because
you a lot.
hip hop has not innovated itself for real. And then when it tried, it wasn't great, and then everybody was just kind of retracted and was like, "We're not going to try to change it anymore. We can't do anything different." So so my last question about this Billboard thing is, do you care?
No, Billboard don't get it right. I'm sorry, I said that for real fast. I was waiting for the question, honestly, as you could tell. But Billboard never got it right for me. Like when I was younger and I've heard about like my favorite artists being on the Billboard charts for weeks in and weeks out, I was like, okay, proud of them and things like that. But when I saw as I got older and I realized that we don't really get the accolades that we should, and deserve, by the way, because I'm still mad at the Grammys giving Macklemore Rap Album of the Year that one time, and
Valid.
Ken- Kendrick, Drake, J Cole, and it's somebody else. I'm gonna say Tyler. Maybe Tyler was in the category. I can't remember everybody, but I'll never forgive them for doing that. Um, but yeah,
I mean, that's valid. That's valid.
we don't
Macklemore is a
need
good dude, though.
we don't need them because at the same time, just like how they're looking at the streaming and things like that, these songs are still streaming tremendous numbers. These songs are still trending. These songs are still being played country to country. So we're still getting the my brain so messed up. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to not be pregnant. Uh we're still getting the exposure that we need. It's just
Mm.
that is this is why he take company is just not recognizing us at this point.
No, 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 no. I think that's valid. If you go back in 2025 alone, and this is my personal thoughts on it. Do I care personally? I don't. For one, there's a whole slew of black films, and I'm using films as an example here, that white people don't care about. They don't
Facts.
know they exist. And then when they find out they exist, they're like, "Oh, this is a great movie." When you go back and you listen, it's like the whole white famous, black famous thing is what I'm getting at. And this is
Yes.
how it feels. It's like it feels like an accolade because you're white famous now.
Yes. Yes. And we don't need it. We
Well,
don't need
yeah, and
it.
I'm not saying that is like the fault of white people. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying that there is a thing. We're just gonna call a spade here in my name. That there's white famous. I have like I know some of the coolest white people, and there are a whole slew of things that I know that we can never have a real conversation about, an in-depth conversation about, because they just didn't see it growing up,
Oh
or
my
they didn't get a
goodness.
chance to listen to it growing up. And it's okay.
And
It's
it's okay.
culturally, we're all different. So I do not think Billboard should be the greatest of all time when it comes down to any list at this point. I think it's irrelevant.
Yes, I
That's what
agree.
I'm not trying to turn this into like, oh, black people better than white people. That's not what I'm saying. If that is what you got out of that, recheck again. What I am saying to you is it doesn't matter what a group of people who didn't live or understand the culture thinks about another culture. Did I grow up in Texas? Do I understand Texas culture? I do not. So you wouldn't give a care if I go over there to tell you what the top 5 types of cows are. Like you wouldn't listen to me because I really wouldn't know.
This
I
man
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what type of grass to feed the cows to make them healthier. I wouldn't know the right technique to milk a cow. I wouldn't know where the bacon was on the pig. So,
Did you just say Texas culture is cows?
no, 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 that's not what I'm saying.
Bring in the cattle.
I'm just saying
Moo.
what I'm saying is,
Sorry.
I well, if that's what they got out here, we're gonna roll with that. Yes, that's what I said, and which will tell you that I do not know about the Texas culture.
Right. That's the point that you're making. That is the
That is the point. That
that is
is
the
the
point.
plain
That's
landing.
the whole
So
boom.
personally, I don't care what Billboard thinks
Same.
because they wouldn't know. Now, if you had some people that may know, that's fine. But who owns it? Which is another conversation for another day when it comes down to black media. Because a lot of our
Mm,
black media is owned by white people who don't
mm,
know the culture.
bingo. Did Billboard get rid of their DEI this year?
I I don't know. That's how much until this came up, I really didn't care. Like
I'm about to Google that real fast.
like like when I'm talking about Martin and you bringing up Friends,
That's two completely different.
exactly.
uh,
No, that didn't happen. I'm just saying. I'm
this
just
is
using this as
it's possible at this point.
it's just two different things. It's two different cultures. And that's why I don't think Billboard understands if you're just looking at the metrics, maybe, but then what radio stations are you choosing from? What streaming apps are you choosing from?
That's a
Because
huge one.
a lot of times we ain't got them. We don't
That's a
listen to
huge
the
one.
radio.
That's a huge one. And the radio,
We're
of course, plays the same 10 songs.
all day.
Every
Every
time I
time I
turn on
get
the
in the car,
radio
it's the
now,
same song.
every time I turn on the radio right now, that Mutt song is on, and I'm over it.
I was about to say I'm tired. I love Leon Thomas, but
Huge
I'm tired
fan.
of. I am. I am. That boy can write.
That boy good.
But
But get Mutt
he
off.
still got like 12 other songs, y'all. He got
Get
12 other songs.
get Mutt out of my ears.
Ain't no way I'm getting in the car at 2:30 Mutts on. Then I get out, go about my day, get back in the car at 4:35 Mutts on. Like, God dang. We ain't got no other songs. Remember top tens? The top 20
Ooh,
TRL,
yes,
BET. I know we can't bring them back because people don't watch, but man, those things what was driving the music culture and it kept culture relevant. It kept
yes.
us able to critique the artist by what they put out. Because if your stuff wasn't hot or wasn't flying anymore, you got voted off the
You got
countdown,
voted
baby.
off. That was it. That was it. You might re-enter it. You might come back. You might.
You might pull a Bow Wow. You might
You
be
might.
Mr. 106 in Park. That may be you. That's definitely
Ooh.
Teddy Swims. He is Mr. Billboard. He is the Bow Wow of the Billboard.
I mean, he not a
So
bad artist.
as a community, do we care?
I think as a community, there's some type of care. Not
I
a
think people
lot,
do.
but a little bit.
Yeah. We have an opportunity to change the game right now. We can go back to our corners. We can re-event, we can evolutionize. Is that a word? Evolutionize? We can
You gonna
evolve
make it
hip
today?
hop. We can evolve hip hop. This is the time to do it. Not with AI,
Oh, not man.
not with
Whole nother
AI,
conversation. Whole nother
not
conversation.
not through corporate media, but through real home-fed grassroots. I'm living this dream and I'm hungry for something different.
Hmm.
That's the challenge. Go out and listen to an indie artist because there are indie artists that are doing that right now. There are old school, old heads out here in these streets that are making really good music now. That's not
Yes.
the cookie cutter hip hop that's in the radio. Radio hip hop is dead.
Yes.
And for God's sake, stop letting them tell you that hip hop and R&B is the exact same thing.
Oh my God. Don't tick me off.
No, we're not gonna get into it. That's it. That's
Don't
it. Anything else you
don't
gotta
tick
add
me
before
off.
we go to last things?
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, they didn't get. I haven't seen anything indicative of them getting rid of DEI, but also it might look like they haven't really had a actual DEI. But I just read the AI, skimmed through the AI, what
Hmm.
that popped up, and they say whatever is at the top of each article. So right
Yeah.
now it's kind of in question, but I'll look into it later, maybe
It's
if I
it's
don't
crazy
forget.
that you even have to have a policy to have a group of people represented, which also further lets me know that I don't have to care what they think.
Bingo, bingo, bongo.
All right, last things. Let's get into it. Make
My
artists mysterious again. All right,
make
last thing.
art is mysterious again.
What
My
you got?
very first and last thing, I want to give all of my condolences and my heartfelt sorrow and prayers to the family of Marshawn Kneeland, young black guy who was a defensive end on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna say their name right today. Um,
Yeah, I see you struggle a little bit with that. I saw the struggle.
you saw it.
I saw the struggle.
But no, seriously. When this story first broke, at first I wasn't going to talk about it, but I saw the reasoning of his passing, and it came out to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And unfortunately, this is just another reminder that mental health is extremely important. He was very young. This was just his second year in the NFL, so he was still had that rookie status. It looked like he had a bright future, being drafted last year in the 2024
Yeah.
draft and keeping his contract going with the Cowboys. It's just very unfortunate that another young life has been taken from this world from themselves. So this is just a reminder that everybody always everyone always say checking on your people, right? Yes, it's very important to check in on your people, but you yourself have to want it. You have to
Mm,
want to be here. You have to want to see the brighter future. You have to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You have to know that, this storm shall pass.
yeah.
Dark days don't last forever. So my deepest condolences, our deepest condolences goes out to his family, his friends, everyone, his teammates, because I can only imagine how that has affected the team, um,
Fans.
the fans, everybody. It's just very unfortunate and sad. So I just wanted to, like I said, we're huge mental health advocates. I know we haven't talked about mental health directly on this show in a long time, but y'all know we do not play about that mental health.
For real.
Um, if you have been following us for some time, if you've been following me, personally, BK personally, whoever, we do not play when it comes to the mental health, because if your mental is not correct, nothing else can be correct. It can take over your emotions, it could take over your physical, it could take over your spiritual. So make sure that, like I said, yes, check on your people, but you yourself, please want it. You deserve it. We want you here. You should be here. So that's all I had to say for my last things.
And when you go check on your peoples, sometimes it's okay to just be in the room.
Just be there.
You got you ain't gotta have no speeches. You ain't gotta have the right words. Sometimes you just need to be present.
Yes.
If they want to talk, they'll talk. But sometimes you just need somebody there with you
Yes.
in your storm with you. So
Yes.
um,
It always
just be
feels
there for 'em.
better to even think about a actual rainy day and you don't like the rain, but if you're spending it with somebody, it feels a bit better.
Yep, it does. It's a man here in my area at the airport. He was working. He was a one of the officers at the airport.
Hmm.
He took his life at work. So,
Oh,
and
I'm
this just
sorry to
happened
hear
like a couple, like a day or so ago. So, yeah, man, make sure you guys. I know right now we're in a very heavy moment
that. Yeah,
politically.
the world, the
The world,
country, the world, local,
everybody. But
everybody. It's just a heavy period we're in.
just know you're not alone. You're not alone. We're all in this one together, even if we are on opposite ends of the spectrum politically,
Yes.
unless you're racist. And then
I'm sorry. Oh my god, it just got too dark too fast. Oh my god.
we're gonna move on, though. We're gonna move on. Don't be racist. Don't be racist.
Don't
Be
be
racist.
racist, bro.
I'm,
Like,
that is not a correlation, by the way, to anything we just said. But just don't be racist.
yeah.
Speaking of changing tones, we're about to change the tone right now.
Mhm.
Um,
Thank you.
my last thing is the Michael Jackson biopic trailer just dropped today, and
Hmm.
oh my god, I'm actually excited for this one.
I'm kind of excited too,
I,
actually.
I haven't been excited for a biopic since Elton John's biopic. And right now, I know a lot of people. If you have been rocking with us for like the past 3 episodes, you probably questioning me a little bit. But
I didn't know that was the last biopic you was excited about.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the Freddie Mercury one seemed cool, but I wasn't excited about it.
You wasn't excited. No, that movie was good though.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't good. I just wasn't like, oh, I can't wait to see Freddie
Yeah, yeah,
Mercury's
yeah.
biopic. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're an Elton John fan. That's why.
I am an Elton John
But
fan.
Elton
I
John is
really
that
did want to.
man.
I know,
Okay.
right? I
I'm
became an
sorry.
Elton John fan,
Sir Elton John.
Sir Elton John the first. The first not part of his name. I became an Elton John fan back through Lion King first and foremost, and I didn't know it. Cause Can You Feel the Love Tonight
That's
was
him.
a bop. The
That's
OG
him.
when he be like Kings and Barrel Barns, when he say that, that's my joint. I be singing it with my chest in the car. Um, and through Alvin and the Chipmunks, Simon was playing Crocodile Rock. Anyway, well, we're not talking about Elton John. But this Michael Jackson biopic, the trailer looks amazing. It
Yeah,
is
I'm a
produced
fan.
and I want to say maybe directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Hmm.
Um, I
I
think I
don't know
said
how
that
to
right.
pronounce it. Don't get me lying.
But
You can chop it up yourself.
that man, that black man be busy on the. He has the career that has been pro black without saying it, which is why I dig it because he's like, I'm doing black stuff, but I ain't got to be like I'm doing black stuff, and you gonna let me do it. And this is not the only lane to take. I'm just saying it worked out for him. Okay, before anybody comes for me. Anyway, the man has been in done a lot of stuff. He's worked with a lot of people. He was a producer for Emancipation. I know it's not everybody's favorite film. We was like on the outs with slave films at that point, but he was a producer on The Magnificent Seven. He directed The Equalizer. He was a producer on Southpaw. I also believe he was the director of Equalizer 2. The
Hmm.
man's list is long.
He
Okay,
has a lot. He got a lot. He got
yeah, yeah.
accolades under him. Well, some huge films under him where they were shot beautifully.
My man directed videos for Heavy D and the Boys. Okay,
Oh, he had been
that
around that long?
he's been around a while. Not only that, Tony Braxton, Praz,
Ursher. Ursher.
Ursher,
Ursher. That's my boo.
Stevie Wonder. Like my man's list is long of the type of career he has, and everything, just about everything he's touched has gone like exponentially well. So I have no fear about this Michael documentary. I mean documentary biopic going just as great.
So a lot of people were like, upset because of this prosthetic nose.
I was gonna
I'm
bring that
trying
up, but
I'm
ooh,
trying to figure out like who cares? It's a
I
nose.
mean, I get it. It is like slightly too big. Mike had a nose, you guys. It was normal at first, all right.
It
Before,
it was
let me
normal.
reframe that. It was a normal size black man's nose.
It
Okay,
was normal. It was
yeah.
normal. I
So
I
before the
don't
surgeries,
I don't
not normal, regular is the word. It
I
was
don't
regular. He
I
had a
don't
regular
care
nose.
about the nose. What I care about is, does he have the voice and does he have the mannerisms? And from what I saw in this trailer, we didn't hear much of the voice, but
It's there.
the
It's there.
mannerisms are there. And that's
Did you
something that
see
I
the
was
thriller? The thriller part,
man trippy.
man.
Trippy.
I'm excited for this.
Trippy. I'm overly excited because they were able to actually get his nephew to play him. Um
Chef kiss on casting. I hope.
Chef kiss, hopefully. Let's see what else is left in this film for the cast. But I'm excited because they've been working on this for some years. Like I
Yeah,
first heard the announcement of this biopic like 2021
it's
or
been a
something
while.
like that. It's been a
It's
while.
been a while.
So you know they've taken their time on it, and I'm glad that they took their time on it because this is the king of pop we're talking about, you know.
Oh yeah, he
Um
deserves so much. Not
he
that.
deserved it.
I mean, shout out to Flex Alexander, but
What? Shout out to who? Doing what?
Flex. Don't do my boy
No,
like that. My man is a great comedian, okay, and a great actor. That Michael Jackson was just a huge misstep. Huge misstep.
they
Trail up in the
when
house. What's up, Trail?
hey
CCN.
Trill. What's up,
Sports
Trill?
views.
BK,
Sports
what
wrestling. What? I'm just saying what everybody was thinking.
people was thinking what? That Flex did
That
a horrible job as
that
Michael
he was in the
Jackson.
movie. That he was in the movie. That was it. That's the
Flex
whole.
Alexander being
I
Michael
didn't say
Jackson.
it was good, bad, or anything. I just said he did it. That's all I said.
Flex
You inferred that he did
Alexander.
a bad job.
It was trash. All right,
It wasn't
trash.
amazing.
It was trash. It was trash.
I enjoyed
All
it.
right,
I enjoyed it.
BK.
Okay, to be fair, I never watched the whole movie. I only watched it in clips.
Bye. Bye. I think that this might be one of the bigger biopic films, all because it's Michael Jackson. So it's
Yeah.
going to get the people out there. But if it is actually good, it's going to be probably the biggest biopic. All right. Yes. Yes, Marks with Mike's CCN family in the building.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Michael too, but the reason why we think it's Michael is Jermaine's son. Like all of them
Yeah.
look alike.
They do all favor each
I'm
other,
not too
which is
sure
great.
about it's supposed to be two parts. I'm not too sure. But if that's the case, that's exciting as well. I'm I might not be in the theater. I'm not gonna fake. I'll be mama too by the time all these films come out, and if the children not in daycare, I'm not going to the movies. Like
Oh yeah, boy. I might have to slide through that one. I already hear rumblings on the internet that we dressing up. We about to Black Panther this whole Michael Jackson thing. I'm not dressing up. All
what
right.
we gonna dress up
So
as, like different versions of Mike?
I don't know. I might get that Pepsi T-shirt though. I might get the Pepsi
That would be
T-shirt.
hot. That would be hot.
I don't know. Is that acceptable after the accident?
Yes, they still feature him.
Okay, touche.
They
Touche.
still feature him. I'm really excited because we talking about top 40 Billboard. There's a huge chance that some of his music could get back into the top
Oh,
40.
no, no, no. If this movie goes well, and again, Mr. Fuqua is is amazing at picking projects and
Mhm.
directing. So if his name is on it, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be great.
Yeah.
I don't see him like halfway doing anything.
I saw that some of the producers behind Bohemian Rhapsody was is going to be but are behind this film. So
Yeah.
I have high hopes.
It
I'm not
definitely
gonna
carries the look of it a little bit. Is
I'm not
more.
gonna give it too many high hopes because the last couple of biopic films I saw, which is Whitney Houston, wasn't too bad. Like I feel like too many people were gave it was too hard on Whitney Houston
I think the
biopic.
first Alexander Michael Jackson was a little bit better than the Whitney Houston one. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
Um,
joking.
and I'm definitely was not a fan of the Tupac one.
I
I'm
wasn't
not
a
a
fan of
fan.
the Tupac one. I wasn't a fan of the Aaliyah one because we was missing Aaliyah's music. Um, who else
I
had a
didn't even
biopic?
watch the Aaliyah one. The TLC one made me mad. It was just a lot of different biopics in these past 10 years. That's just like y'all are like stripping the legendary from the legends, and I'm sick of it. Yeah, he
Don't do
needs
me.
to leave.
Don't do me like that, Trail.
He needs to leave. But
Oh,
yeah,
I'm excited for this one.
I'm excited.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you though.
I'm not going to be too excited.
While the Elton John biopic, I know I'm bringing this back around. It's not because I'm a fan. Like I really have a good point here, so bear with me.
It's because he's a fan.
No, no, no. Taron Egerton, old buddy from what's the name of those spy movies? The British spy movies from the UK.
James
Uh,
Bond? I don't know.
no, not James Bond. The other one, the one they did two movies and it was over. Samuel L. Jackson was in it. But anyway, he was also
Oh,
in Sing. Is it the
Kingsman.
gentleman? Kingsman. Thank you. So
Hmm.
old buddy from Kingsman, he was Elton John, and I will by far the best 1-to-1 copy voice and acting. That boy put it down in that movie. Even if the movie didn't follow Elton John life the way that everybody wanted it to, he really did do a great job. So if Mike's nephew can do a fourth of that, I mean, Mike will carry you the rest of the way as long as you can hit that span and stand on your tiptoes, my boy. So all you need to do is just act. That's all. Like just act.
I'm excited.
Embody Mike.
I'm excited to see what may be revealed in this movie. Like I
Do
feel
you
like
think we're gonna get something new?
it's a possibility.
I feel like we know a lot about Mike. I mean,
We
that
might
was
know
still
too much.
serious,
We might know too much about Mike, honestly.
So going into this movie, I'm hoping that we get the truth. We know a lot of the mysticism around it. We know a lot of the sensationalism around it. So I want the down to earth, 1-to-1 situation from the family. Because
It,
even they talk about Mike, but it's still like Mike is just this untouchable figure that, you know what I'm saying? In public, that's how it feels. So I'm hoping that we do get something new, but I'm not like high that we will.
we shall see. The TLC one was okay, but nothing to rave about. Hot.
No.
Completely agree.
Trail said, do we think they're gonna do Mike right?
I'm hoping so. Those are my hopes. So far from the trailer, I have a lot of hope right now. From the trailer, it looks like there's a lot of hope.
How do you think they're gonna cover the family though? His brothers, because Jackson 5 is a big part. Are we gonna skip the
That's
origin
a good
kinda like
question.
just
Jackson 5 has to be in there somewhere.
they gotta be in there.
This is going to be a 2.5 hour movie. Easy. Easy.
But how do they like Michael Jackson's career and life are almost two separate things, and they both are worthy of full 13 to 20 episode seasons. I mean series. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you narrow that down to an entertaining narrative?
That's a
They
good
better not leave Latoya out of this trail. They
question.
better not.
I don't know.
Y'all put Toya back in the family. She
She's part
deserves
of
to
the
be there.
family. So, of course, it's not going to be like the Jackson's American Dream because that was a full Jackson 5 movie, right? Like, we saw everything about the Jackson 5, and then we moved into Michael Jackson's story, right? I don't think, you know how in, dang, no, that's not a good, maybe. We might get something like how when they reintroduced Spider-Man and we didn't have to see Uncle Ben die again. So we might get like a.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is we might come in around Dancing Machine.
Oh, okay.
We
I can see
might,
that.
we might, we might.
If they don't start this movie with
I
Rock with You in
doubt,
the intro, though, I'm gonna be real sad.
I doubt we're going to have ABC Jackson 5.
Mm.
You know, I
I,
highly doubt it. Like I feel like it's gonna be. What was the? It's a song like
I don't know.
their 10th hit. I can't think right now, but you
Rocket,
know,
Rocket Robert, Rocket Robert, Rocket
Rockin' Robin was like
Robert.
one of the first hits.
It was. I cannot say the name of this song for nothing right now.
I
Um,
want to say that it's a high possibility that we're not going to see a lot of that because his very first hit was
Rock with You.
Rock with You. Thank you. I'm
I
sorry.
feel like we're
I saw
starting
the
there, and then
video.
they're gonna. I feel like we should start there, and then they should flashback.
I like that. I like that.
That way, we get the opening with Rock with You, then it come in on him in the video, and then it transforms to like the video set, kind of like they
Yes.
did in Roger Rabbit,
Yes.
and then they tell us about how being affected him. Since we're not going back to murdering beings, so we got to skip being the rats.
Right.
You
Right.
know, and I feel like that was an important moment.
I like that idea. I hope it's like that, honestly, because this is a story about Michael. Yes, we could get some backstory of Jackson
Yeah,
5, but
we should skip the whole most of the Jackson Five era now,
most of it, not all of
and
it.
then like sprinkle it in when it's relevant.
Oh, I missed
Like
the
I'm
beat.
okay with
I
going
missed the
to
beat.
like a small like going back to like if they're having an argument about something and then Jermaine be like, see, you used to do this when we were kids, and then they go
Yeah,
back to like a brief moment, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying, of why
There
he
might
said that.
there might be frequent flashbacks. Good Jesus, it's time to go. It's time
But
to
yeah,
go.
and that would be like the the first time I seen a Michael Jackson movie, I think like that because usually they just kind of tell it in chronological order. So
Hmm.
I'm okay with them going back and forth.
We're definitely getting Bubbles in the movie
Oh
trail.
yeah, Bubbles got to
Bubbles,
have a
Bubbles,
whole.
Bubbles gotta be in there, right? We're gonna see some weird stuff like Macaulay Culkin in there and the whole Gary Coleman thing. I
I
promise
would
you.
love
I
it.
promise you.
It wasn't Gary Coleman. It was Webster.
I mean Webster. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What is
Not my
Webster's
bad.
actual name?
I don't know that man's name. That's why I just.
Emmanuel
Oh, Winston. Oh,
Lewis. Is
Lewis.
Emmanuel
I'm
Lewis?
sorry. Yeah, I said the wrong last name. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not want to go over the Michael Jackson um, kid situation. I
Yeah,
know
no,
they're going to
I'm not a
cover it,
fan.
but I feel like we've seen it so much. Like, I'm okay with just seeing some of the family drama, like, but we ain't got to go through the whole court case again. That's
No,
gonna take up
I
way
don't want
too
to see
much
none of
movie.
that. I don't want to see none of that. Honestly, I don't want to see none of that. But it's going to be very interesting to see. And if it's a two-parter, like they're saying in the student section,
It has to be.
it
It
actually
has
does have
to
to
be.
be because it's so much. This is a
What
man
song?
that was in the forefront for what 40 years
Yeah, yeah. So, what
outside
songs do you think they
outside
got?
of Jackson 5.
What songs do you think they're going to not bring up?
um,
Liberian Girl
My
not gonna be.
librarian girl is probably not going to be in there.
We're probably just gonna get like the main.
I don't think we're going to get Ghost in there.
No, 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 no.
Um, and we might not get Butterflies.
We gotta. I believe if they do the two part, and I feel like we should get a bit of post Michael
Mm-hmm. Post
because
Michael
that whole
or older
yes,
Michael.
because no post his death because
Uh huh.
there was a I don't see Scream might be in there because there's a story or well known story now of Janet Trail. Um, that last album there was another artist that came in to finish that album for him. So there's not all his vocals on that album.
Wait,
Yeah,
what last album are you talking about?
this is it.
He made an album for that.
Yes, I had it. So back in the day, Sony had the rights to it, and if you bought one of the Sony phones, I had the Xperia like 2. That phone was great, by the way.
I
Um,
gotta go back to that. I thought I was a huge
they
Michael
gave you the
Jackson
album for free.
fan.
They gave you the album for free, so I had it. I still got it somewhere, I think, in a digital library somewhere in a deep cut somewhere.
Oh, you said Trill said Scream. Nah, they. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know it was a whole album for This Is It. I did not know. But life
Yeah,
was different at that time, so that's a episode right there. But Cho, they definitely gonna have Scream on there. Scream has to be in the movie.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do know he was on tour. No, 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 no. The tour never started. The
yeah.
tour
He was
never.
about to go on tour.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of the whole setting up and doing all the rehearsals for it.
Yes, yes, because I do remember the movie. I watched the movie twice. Or was that like a documentary
It
film?
was a
More.
documentary.
Mm-hmm. I watched it twice. The first time I watched it, I didn't really like watch it, so I had to watch it again. I'm not going to watch it a third time. It's actually kind of sad.
Yeah,
It's actually really, really sad.
I'm really interested to know exactly how they cover this because it is so much. It is so much drama. It is so much greatness. It is so many happy
There's so
moments.
many hits.
So many hit songs. I mean, you can only do like what 5 songs a movie. So I'm like,
They can't do
I mean, you
five
could do
songs.
more if you cut it up. Like the Temptations biopic, which is also probably like
It might be one of the best. That one might
yeah,
be
it
one of
is,
the
it's
best.
literally one of the best biopics. Even though they said that Otis had like full control going on right there, and he was lying about a bunch of stuff. But anyway, that's beside the point. I need to hear it. I need to know if Otis is lying though. But anyway, but yeah, this might, if done right, this might be the best biopic of all time.
It might be if done right. We shall
If done
see.
right. But we
April
gotta end this show.
April 26th, I think, is the day it drops. 24th,
We're gonna
26th, one of them days.
we're gonna have to watch that and come back and review it for sure.
Oh, most definitely, BK.
For sure. We
No
can't
question.
not.
There's no way we're not going to review that movie. There's no way.
No way.
The only way that we
I need to
won't,
know.
the only way that we won't is like if the world ends or something. Sorry.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming out to the student section.
Sorry.
Uh, if there's anything in this show that you agree with, disagree with, let us know in the comments. Because we like to be disagreed with. You know, put a like, share. I mean,
Just
put a
don't
like.
disrespect us. Oh my God. Just don't disrespect us. Jesus Christ.
Trail. I love it when you guys come around. Y'all like some of my favorite peoples in the world. So yeah, shout out to CCN one more time before we get up out of this thing. Um, Novacaine, let them know what they got to do for us.
Make sure you head over to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully, I think a lot of people are watching through YouTube tonight. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on any of our future episodes. Also, head over to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Like, like us, follow us, leave written comments. And also don't forget about our website at www.societyandpopculture101.com where you can find all of our episodes, future and old,
Yeah,
old,
for now.
and for now, and also all of our social media.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been instructor BK Spades.
I'm Instructor Novacaine.
Thank you guys for coming out.